Week 1 flies your way next from Space City. It's the debut of #1 overall pick, Trevor Lawrence. And we'll see if he airs it out in Houston. The Jags and Texans take flight next.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. Again, everyone, Brandon Gordon, so happy to be with you to kick off this much-anticipated 2021 season. With me in the booth as we begin our 6th season together is, of course, Charles Davis. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Now it's Ryan. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line. In pregame, get used to the ground shaking with those big behemoths starting to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just...
And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark there to make the grab. And the Jaguars are on the board here first in the season opener. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After review the play, ruling on the field stands.
So they called it a touchdown originally. This will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they have it right. Extra point put through by Boswell, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier.
Barkley hit in the ball, cuts free. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got... And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six. And just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Ski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to put loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. 2nd and 10 now. Ryan. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. So, Charles, defensively here, you're going up against a veteran quarterback. He's got a lot of know-how, a ton of savvy, but a guy who's not the most mobile of quarterbacks. What's the plan of attack?
You spend all week pumping up your defensive front. Your defensive tackles, your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys who go after the quarterback the most, because you know that he's not going to run and beat you consistently throughout the game. You can rush more aggressively off the edge and even up the middle, because even if he evades you, he's not going to go very far. You have a lot more confidence going after him in the pocket.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Waiting on it will be Richie James. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. They start the drive with Cook. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Winston. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. First down, here's the run with Cook. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And this will be a Jaguars first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings featured back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. 2nd in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards. And that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
Play action now, Winston. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. From the gun, Winston. He completes this into the hands of Miller. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
A first down throw for Winston. Going up top for Miller. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, you know, this offense has had their way for the most part here in this first half. But that time, maybe they got a little greedy.
Well, it is hard to blame them, isn't it? Because like they said back in the 1980s, greed can be good. Stick with what's been working. But that time, I think you got a little bit too much air under that one, and it turned into a turnover that was much needed by that defense.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Now Ryan. They've got his man, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Ryan gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Ryan. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again, Ryan. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Chris Goodwin. There with the ground. And the Texans have countered the score. So 2nd and goal from the 1. They go to the 8.
And the perfect down to throw the football in this sequence. 2nd down is always kind of that. Do they throw it? Do they run it? They worked it out to perfection on that one by throwing it into the end zone.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here's Richie James on the return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have one bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people.
He's got a man complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off Week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, so the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Jameis to throw it. Past the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up even more big plays.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now Winston. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Jaguars are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves him all the way down to the 1. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll run for it with Cook. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Dalvin Cook punching it in from a yard away. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with it?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Ryan. The throw taken in by Cole. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And able to find Kirk complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Now Ryan on first down. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And inside the 20 before it's brought down. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Taco Charlton. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
This Jacksonville unit really struggled to get to the quarterback in 2020. Just 18 sacks as a team. Only Cincinnati had fewer. Remember, they used to be known as Saxonville. They want to get back to those ways here in 2021.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Sanders' kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Here's James. And good coverage there on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. We continue on with the check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Jags. And there were a few factors as to why they built this good-size advantage, but the rushing numbers were not all that amazing. We'll see if they can pick it up in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Texans, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Now James returning. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Winston. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he's brought down. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener. And it's a first down. To throw, Winston. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Cravon LeBlanc with a pick. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've got to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first. Play action, it's Ryan. Looking downfield for Godwin. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Houston. Chris Godwin, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans draw a bit closer. To throw forward is Ryan. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Popular down near the goal line, quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is
DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. Touchdown, Jaguars. DeAndre Hopkins, 76 yards. And the Jags are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And his maximum speed there, according to the next-gen stats, 21.9 miles per hour. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's on the guard, Wyatt Teller. Here's Ryan. And it's a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Again, Ryan. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. 9 yards that time. A first down carry for Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Again, it's Barkley. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. A handoff to Barkley. A beautiful fake. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Left side here. That's complete to Godwin. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
This this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Ryan. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Back now in Houston. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Second down and goal. Ryan, touchdown. Christian Kirk from 4 yards out. And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
That's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. A 10-play drive that time. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Jaguars offense ready to set up shop here again. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 49 yards rushing for him now as he's running away. Winston now to throw on 1st down. He's going to get this one down to Cook. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
And a little bit of space there for Cook that time as he winds up getting about 7 there on 1st down.
They go play action. Winston. Throw left side complete. That's Doyle. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 29-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. The 1st down run not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Winston now.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Looking for the end zone. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. But that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Ryan. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's run down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw is Ryan. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Khalil Mack in there to bury him for a loss of 11. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Finding room inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Jeff Heath. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Play fake. Winston. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. Here's Ty Long now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So Matt Ryan of the offense, down by 12, 1:13 to play. Field goals, useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan, pass complete. Tunyon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now it's Ryan. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. From the 39, Ryan, quick throw to Barkley. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
And this is going to be recovered by the Jaguars. And that should just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in